Welcome to the Early Morning Light podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Early, and on this podcast, I share life-changing tips, tools, information, motivation, and inspiration to bring light to your life as you tune in to the Early Morning Light podcast week after week. Man, again, I'm excited. I know I said that last week, but I'm also excited for a different reason this week because we are headed into the commencement season for high schools. And I know a lot of the colleges are having their commencements as well, but I'm going to focus mostly on the high school commencement season. We're talking about those individuals who have gone through their first 12 years of school and are ready to head out into the world as 13th graders. That's right, I said it, 13th graders, whatever that means. I mean, 12th grade to 13, you know what I mean, right? So I'm one of those people who really gets excited about commencements and ceremonies that have such importance to the people who are walking it out. I love new beginnings, so I'm one of those people. I think I might have mentioned that before. And obviously, graduating from high school is a new beginning, right? So I get excited about that. And I just happen to work in high school with students who I started working with as freshmen, and they're now in their senior commencement, about to graduate and head out into the world. And these are some phenomenal, I know there's phenomenal students all over the place, all in other schools, but the particular school I'm at, these are some phenomenal students. And to be honest, I am going to miss them. If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to miss being part of that journey and seeing these guys on a regular basis, but it's bittersweet because I am also happy for them that they are at a point where they're about to step out into that next phase of life and be able to use all of the work that they've put in to developing themselves to the point of stepping out and becoming the young adults that they're about to be. I just love it, man. I get really excited because if you think about it, that's really what they've been preparing themselves for all this time, starting first grade and second grade and third grade. And then middle school, right? And then junior high, and then high school. I mean, it's been a journey as we have all walked out. So I actually started to reflect a little bit today. I don't know why it hit me like this, but on my own graduation or commencement, which was 33 years ago, if I'm doing the math right. And I know you see me, you think, man, he looks really young and he looks good. But I am 50, to be honest. If I'm going to be honest, most of you know that. So if you know me. But anyway, I reflect back on my commencement, which was 33 years ago. And I remember we had a little a meal. I think it was a breakfast, if I remember correctly. And I didn't actually share this at the commencement ceremony, but I shared a poem at the breakfast or the meal that I still remember most of. So I want to share that real quick, and I want to talk about something that's related to this year's commencement or this year's graduates. But this poem was one that I wrote in my early days of writing poems. I used to spend a lot of time writing poems all through high school, all through my college years and young adult years. I'll be honest, I haven't written much in terms of poetry in the last so many years. I don't know how many, but I still like poems. But anyway, this particular poem was a graduation focus for my class. And this is what it said. It said, "The time has come to say goodbye with a joyous smile or maybe a sigh. For 4 long years, we've pushed ourselves to see just how far we could go. To those who have helped us along the way, those who have helped us endure the hard times as well as the fun, we say thank you from the class of 91. Yeah, baby, class of 91. That was the class that I graduated in. That was my commencement year. And that was just part of the poem that I shared. I wish I could remember all of it. I wish I could dig it out from somewhere, from the files before computers and laptops and all that. But that's what I remember. And I remember the feeling that I had as I wrote that poem. And I remember the feeling I had as I'm reading back through it now or thinking through it, I had as I was walking out that final ceremony from my high school experience. And it was an exciting time. It was an exciting time. I remember it because I knew where I was going to college. I was excited about that. At that time, for me, I was the first individual in my family to go to college. So there was some excitement, some nervous excitement around it. But it was a good time. And my hope is that for all of the commencements that are happening in high schools or for high schools around the country, that students are feeling the excitement that I felt, because it is a very special time. I hope these families are experiencing the excitement that I felt, that I believe my family felt during that time, because it is truly an exciting time. Yes, there's some things that people are probably nervous about. There's some unknown things out there that have to be figured out. There are students who probably are not clear on their major or what they want to do in college. There are some students who are probably concerned about the financing of the college education. There are some students who are questioning whether or not they chose the right school, questioning being away from family. All those things that could be maybe anxiety provoking or nervous thoughts, or create some nervous thoughts. But I just want to encourage all of the graduates and all of the families to embrace this moment, to embrace this experience with excitement, with joy, with the sense of accomplishment in all that you have done to bring yourself to this moment that is going to be your moment. It's going to be your family's moment, your commencement. It is truly an exciting thing to walk out. And not only is the commencement exciting, but the prospects or the thoughts of what's to come after the commencement. I say embrace, enjoy the commencement, but think about what this means to you and your future. And yes, if there are some nervous thoughts that are going on, there are some ways to harness that by focusing on the positive, exciting things that are coming as you go into your college experience or whatever you're going to do after high school. So as I was thinking about this, I just kind of look back and because I'm a big fan of quotes and, poems and things like that. I wanted to just kind of share a few that have spoken to me over the years from different authors that I think would be helpful. One of them is from Oprah Winfrey. Everyone knows who Oprah Winfrey is. I don't have to explain, right? She's one of those people who is known by, I could have just said Oprah and you know who I meant. Oprah said, "The biggest adventure you take is to live the life of your dreams." Let me say that again. Oprah said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." So I want to encourage all of the graduates and all of the families who are supporting and encouraging the graduates, to remind them that this is not just commencement, but it is an opportunity for you to go out into the world and take the talent and the skill and the everything that you've worked so hard to develop in yourself. I once heard someone say, it's not really about the achievements and all the things you've done. It's about the person that you have become up until this point. You've got some amazing talent, some amazing skill. You put some work into becoming something that is truly special. And I just want to encourage you, as Oprah would say, to embrace the adventure and to go out and do whatever it takes to live the life of your dreams. There should be some excitement as you step out of the high school arena into the world that has no idea what you're coming to bring. Only you know what that is. And it's some amazing stuff from what I see. I'm really going to miss some of or actually all of the graduates from the school that I work in. But I'm also excited about what they're taking out into the world. That just excites me. Another one that I'd like to share. It's from Teddy Roosevelt. He said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Believe you can, and you're halfway there. If you know me, you know that I'm a big proponent of motivation and self-talk and all those things. But I just want to encourage all of the graduates to believe you can. Whatever it is that you see yourself doing, believe you can. Because you can. And if you believe that, you're halfway there, as Teddy Roosevelt would say. The famous Arthur Ashe said, "Your time is now. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can." Say that again. Arthur Ashe said, "Your time is now. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can." That is so powerful of a quote, because all we have is what we have, right? And all we have is now, right? That's all we can really control, is what happens right now. So whatever fears or reservations you have about anything, or any questions you have about what you don't have, to the graduates out there, you've got enough. You are enough to start where you are right now and do what you can to go out and impact the world in a way that it hasn't been impacted before. See, I believe that everyone was born with some gifts, some talent, some God-given stuff that is going to allow you to go out and impact the world in a way that no one else can do like you're going to do it. Yes, other people can impact the world in other ways, but no one's going to be able to go out and impact the world with the skill that you have, the way that you are going to do it. So I just encourage you to embrace that. Embrace this moment. Your commencement 2024. It's your moment. No one else's. It's you and your family and your loved ones' moment. And I am so excited for this class of 2024, for all of the graduates that are about to take that step to the next level of your life. This is Tracy Early. Please like this podcast on all of the platforms. Continue to listen, as I will continue to work to add light to your life as you tune in to the Early Morning Light podcast. Talk to you soon.